all skills, all the skills related to that aspect fall under my hard skills. I'm good at using internet, I'm good at computing, I'm good at using Microsoft Office, I'm good at I'm good at suppose let's say I'm good at keeping record of things. So all these fall under my hard skills, right? Because I have, so that is basically performance based, and performance based also depending upon your ability, based upon your study background, based upon your knowledge that you already have. Okay. And when we talk about soft skills, so soft skills are those skills which help us to maintain harmonious relations and very professional relations with our colleagues in our organization, which help us to work as a team as well as perform as well as to improve our individual performance at different stages of our um, ladder that we climb to get a good position in our organization, right? So soft skills are basically related to your personality, how you process your behavior, how what kind of attitude you have, how you behave in social settings. So all these things come under soft skills, right? So in today's session, we are going to discuss in detail about what are different soft skills and how these are beneficial to encounter, to face different situations that arise and when we work or in whichever professional setup we are. All right. So this is again scenario one. So I'm giving you a task again where you have to put on your thinking cap and you have to tell me what skills you would require to solve this issue. So what is the scenario here? You are in a conversation with a client. The client asks you what is different in your services than other companies. So what answer would you give? Or I would say that what skills you would use to answer this question? Please note, please put in the chat box. Now I'm not going to ask you to write on a paper because you guys are not giving me any clue whether you're doing it also or not. So please put in the chat which skills you would use to uh to encounter this scenario. I'm waiting. Chat and unmute is enabled. Okay. You can speak or type. So everybody is encouraged to please participate enthusiastically and type or speak. Tell me what skills would you require or you will make use of when you have to answer this question to a client. Please write. I'm waiting. Is everybody attending also or not? Better support. Okay. This is Rahul only replying. I want attendees to reply, please. I am sharing my screen, so I actually cannot see anybody's face here. See guys, if you're not answering, how will we process? How will we proceed with the session? All right, then I'll give you the answer. Explaining about the services with patients, USP, of course. Okay. Can give the testimonials. All right. Thank you, Nalini.
Actually, chat is disabled for me. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, now a microphone is enabled. Earlier, I think chat also is in disabled position. Nobody, that's why nobody wants, can give your response.
Okay, no problem. Now you can, if you can speak, please tell me. Rahul, please see that everybody's chat is
हाँ सब enabled है नवप्रीत, मैंने चेक किया, all options टिक दिखा रहे हैं.
All right, all right.
For me, it's not enabled, brother.
For
It's
Sandeep
not enabled.
enabled है.
Okay,
No,
we can talk,
chat disabled.
yeah, we can talk by the time, till the time he's figuring out. We can talk and tell, you can just reply me on the mic. So tell me what skills you would require to answer this question of your client. You need to be
So,
good at what skills? Yes.
so basically, if you are talking to your customer, that is a client. If it is IT service environment,
Hmm?
so one is listening skills. That is a basic skills that one would require,
Yes.
and also a problem solving skill. That means
Yes.
understanding the customer requirement and delivery of the product. It may be a resolution of an issue or whatever may be.
Hmm.
I think these two
Okay.
are
So
the
if,
basic. Yeah.
all right. So if like the question is what is different in your services? So if the client is already getting those kind of services from another company and then he comes back to you and asks you that what is different that you're giving, then what kind of skills we need? Can we
Yeah,
add on?
different.
What you said is right, but can we add on some more skills to it?
Yeah, different
We
skills
should
is.
be
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
we should be prompt there. Then and there we had to be prompt, responsive, and means we will be uh, able to give the problem solution at once. That is the different thing which we can give to client, and it should be
Mm-hmm.
reasonable. Means you can say less costly also.
Okay.
Rates, we can modify the rates from the market what he's getting for
Okay.
the services.
Right, right. So thank you, Dharamji and Sachi. So see, very rightly said by both of them that first thing is we need to have a very good listening. I mean, we should have a good listening skill, right? Second, so that we can understand what the client is asking. Second thing is what Sachi said, that we have to be prompt. Prompt means we have to have that kind of adaptability to the scenario, that if you were not ready for this question which you are asked, but then if you are prompt, if you are resourceful, and if you are very much aware of what you are doing and you are very much into your company, then you will be able to frame a very correct and prompt answer for the client, and an impressive one at the same time, right? But for this you also have to be very good communicator. You have to be very clear, concise, prompt, and a very good listener. So yes, very rightly said. So I'm taking you to the next part, that what all skills we actually need when we talk of these kind of scenarios. This is just one little example I've put here. There can be similar scenarios which we all encounter, right? So this talks about communication skills. Now we already talked about clarity and concision. So you have to be very clear and concise when you are delivering your services to your client. Second thing is the confidence level. Your confidence will come only when you know your company, your products very well, and you're very well versed with all the services which your company is providing. So that is a part. So confidence comes out of your preparedness, that how much prepared you are to encounter these kind of situations. Then your body language. Of course, if the person is talking to you face to face, your body language will play a big role, because your body language will exude that how much confident you are and how much enthusiastic you are when you talk about your company, and how much proud you are when you talk about your company, the services, the products. And then you can always give them different aspects, as Sachi said, that you can talk about the pricing, you can talk about the other bonuses or benefits that your company provides as compared to the other companies, right? Active listening, as Dharamji very well said, right? Then emotional intelligence. Now, why do we require emotional intelligence? Can somebody answer me? When you communicate with your clients, what is the role of emotional intelligence here? We are not building any relation with the client like as such, like a personal relation, but still we need emotional intelligence. Can somebody answer me this question? That
So
what is
it is required to understand the pain of the customer. That is, what is the urgency and what is the follow up of customer, and whether promptly we are attending to his requirements. on time. And it may not be a physical, emotional, but as a service provider.
Very beautifully said. Very beautifully said. Thank you so much for answering this. Yes. So when a client approaches any company or a market or a product provider, what is the need? When we are able to connect ourselves to the need of the person, that is the place where you actually need to emotionally understand that what the need of the client is. And very well put by you, Dharamji. Then friendliness. Again, so you cannot always be very concrete in what you're saying, and you can always not pose yourself as मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, I am saying this, so this is only what is we are going to provide, and we are not going to listen to you. So friendliness, it means like you have to make your client comfortable. You have to build a healthy rapport with the person so that you can talk through about your services with the person. Then respect, again, very important. You give respect, you get respect. So we have to be respectful to our clients because we are the service providers and they are the service takers. And if the takers of our services will not be happy with us, we can't stand in the market, right? So respect is very important. And empathy and emotional intelligence goes side by side. Empathy, again, it talks about, what does empathy talks about? Can anybody tell me? What does empathy talk about? Why do we have to be empathetic when we deal with our clients? Anyone?
Getting into the shoes of another person, opposite person.
Empathy you should have with everyone actually.
Very right, very right. So until and unless we will get into the shoes of the client or the customer and understand that if I would have been in his place, what I would have expected from this company or organization, right? So that will make us a very good listener, that will make us a very good communicator, that will make us more resourceful, and we will be able to actually pronounce a good solution to the person, right? And cultural awareness, very important. Nowadays, have you all heard about Bhashini? The recent development in digital India? Tell me, yes or no? So India is going to make use of AI
No.
at such a good level. So please go and read about Bhashini, which has been launched, which is an AI application, which will talk about the cultural divide, talk about the language divide, and will talk about the digital divide. So there will not be any digital divide or language barrier or any kind of problem when we have to communicate from one, like if I only know Hindi and I don't know Telugu or Malayalam or Kannada, so I will be able to deliver my message to you through this application. So it is going, the project is going on a very big scale. Please go and read about it. It is really a matter of pride for all of us in India, right? So when we talk of cultural awareness, so these kind of things will help us erase these divides among the cultural area, the cultural divide among people. So we will be able to communicate if I talk in Punjabi or if I talk in Hindi or English, and I have to convey that message to people or rural people who live in any village of Andhra Pradesh maybe, I will be able to communicate. Why? Because that application will translate what I said into that language and it will be communicated to the people at the other end, right? So again, but if we are, this is about AI, this is a different thing that came up to my mind, but then cultural awareness is very important because we need to develop respect, and we should have respect of each and every person's cultural identity, and we should be taking them on board with their own cultural identity, not by imposing what we are doing, what we are imposing, and what we want them to buy, right? It should be, we should be communicating in such a way that those people, they are able to connect with us better because they feel that we are taken as such. Our requirements are understood from our level. We are taken on board as we are, and we will be provided accordingly, right? So all these things that we just discussed, these come under your communication skills. So if I talk about the umbrella term, what you need to solve the scenario one situation is you need to have good communication skills. I hope everybody is with me till here. Please give me a thumbs up if all of you are with me. Please give me thumbs up. Okay. Now,
Yes.
again, please, thank you so much. Now, again, please put your thinking caps on. And this is scenario 2. You are asked to work in a team where you don't get along much with the team members or members of that team. Which skills would you need to overcome this issue? You can write in the chat, or again, you can unmute yourself and speak.
So it's a team working skills basically,
Okay.
and team working in the sense you must be able to gel with your colleagues,
Mhm.
and here also important being the communication again. How
Yes,
best you are communicating with the team members.
very right.
So it is, both comes in hand, communication plus team working.
Okay. Anybody else want to add on to what Dharamji said? Who all we have in the participants? I'll call out the names now. Yasin is not speaking anything. Ramchandran and Sanjana. May I have some response from you too? Who all are the panelists? Sandeep, Zubair, Nalini. Please participate, guys. It's fun to interact. Yes.
Yes, in such situations, ma'am, like, if we are not getting well along with them, so we have to speak up. We have to be a good listener as well. We have to try to, be more participative, I guess.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's see which skills fall into the basket of this scenario that we need to have dominating in our personality, right? Or which we need to work on the first. And of course, communication is not going anywhere. Communication has to be there, right? So when we talk of teamwork, and if I say that I don't get along with my team members, but I have to be there, I have to do the task, then what skills I need to hone, right? So these are the interpersonal skills. Very important set of skills which we all need. And because, see, being humans, we cannot be isolated. We all live in families, we all have social circles. Similarly, in our workspaces also, we have our own professional circle. And we have to work in different teams with different people, with different individuals having different mindsets, different personalities to accomplish a common goal, right? But then if we will keep valuing only ourselves and we keep thinking that, no, I am like this, so I won't do this, or I will be doing this only, that will not work. Right? So what are things you need to understand when we talk of interpersonal skills? First is assertiveness. Do not feel that you are less than somebody, because every individual has his or her own skill set, which none other than. So what is special about you? What is the most remarkable thing about you? That you are you. Nobody else is you, right? So be assertive. Whatever you speak, speak with assertion. Means you are also understanding this person's point of view, and you're also able to put your point forward with confidence, with assertiveness. We are not being rude, we are not being passive, but we are assertive. I'm putting my point because I'm confident, because I know this point will bear good results for the team. So be assertive. Second thing is non-verbal communication. How you sit with your friends. What is your body language communicating to your colleagues? Are you always having a frown on your forehead? Are you always somebody who is rolling eyes here and there? Are you somebody who is quiet even when your opinion is required in the meetings? Or are you somebody who is sitting like this and just showing your indifferent face to people? Right? So how you sit, how you behave, what are your expressions on your face? Are you smiling, or you're always very, just normal face and a stern face you are keeping. All these things play a very important role when you have to develop interpersonal relations with your colleagues, right? Then listening skills goes nowhere. Listening skills are the very, very important skills which in each and every scenario we all need to possess. So there is a difference between when you hear and when you listen. Hearing is just we are receiving what the person is saying on the surface. Listening is when we are processing that information in our mind, right? So that is listening. So we should listen instead of just hear. Negotiation, very important. Do not always think that when you work as a team, don't think that only you and you will dominate. It is a tendency with many people around that they think that their point is only valid and our point will only be taken care of and should be taken care of, but this is not the case. When we negotiate means you are giving importance to your point as well as to the person in front, and you are coming at a consensus which falls in the mid of somewhere what you are saying and what the other person is saying. So be patient, be tolerant, be a good listener, be empathetic. So you know, एक ही skill के अंदर there are so many sub levels which are included and which we all need to. So all these skills actually overlap each other. There is no clear distinction. But there are certain scenarios like this scenario 2. So इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा important क्या है that we need to have strong interpersonal skills. So we are discussing those. Right? So this is how we negotiate when we give importance to the person in front also, and we also put forward our point, but with logic and with assertiveness, right? Then verbal communication, again, how you speak. Are you able to communicate your clear message? Are you able to communicate the message concisely? Are you is there a lot of clarity in what you're speaking? So whatever language you speak, it doesn't matter, but whatever you speak should be clear, concise, right? It should not create confusion at the other person's end. It should not be ambiguous in any case. So especially in the professional setup, we have to we have to be backed up by, I would say, facts. We have to be backed up by statistics. We have to be backed up by very, very concrete information. We cannot just formulate things on our own. So the verbal communication plays a very important role. How you write an email, are you writing it correct? Or you are using so much of grammar in it and you are just confusing the real message? And how you are talking to people, right? Are you appreciating them also or not? When you work in a team, everybody, as I said, has a different skill set. So do you start by appreciating a person, or you're always somebody who is poking at the mistakes, right? So that plays a very important role when you work as a team. Problem solving, again, when you work as a team, you have to be a problem solver. Don't think that I will sit idle, I won't do anything, let the other members do. Let them solve the problem. I have posed a problem to them. Now let them solve the problem. I'll just get away like this. No. Think, sit, discuss, brainstorm, be an integral part of your team, right? So that will lead to actual problem solving. Then decision making. So when you work as a team, you together have to take a decision. Again, even if you don't get along with your team members, you don't think that it is only about you. It is about that common goal which our team has been given to achieve. So for that, we have to take into consideration each and every person's decision, what they think is right. And accordingly, after considering each of our decision, then we will brainstorm and we will take the most important aspect of it. Then we will reach to our decision. So these are the interpersonal skills which we all need to hone when we work as a team. It doesn't matter you like those people, you don't like those people. So you have to think very concretely and at the mental level, right? Consciously, you have to make effort that you have to move in the direction where you are given a common goal as a team to achieve, and you are working with those specific skills and focusing more on those skills when you want to achieve that goal. Now tell me, is everybody with me till here? Am I making myself clear? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Anybody having any question? Anybody want to add on something? You are most welcome, because all of us, I know you all are working professionals, and all of us are face these kind of situations. So if any example you want to give, or maybe you have solved something through these skills, you're most welcome to share here. Anybody want to add on something, or we can move?
Yeah, basically, these skills also, apart from the team working,
Mhm.
it will help you to present yourself, your work, and at the time of appraisals. That means you are showcasing your work to your
Very.
boss. So all these skills are very, very important. And unless you don't showcase your work, you cannot get required recognition from the organization, or service you are doing particular department or something like that.
Yes.
So these are all very essential.
Yeah, very rightly said. And also, like, when we feel ki I'm not getting recognized, I work as a team, I'm just a team member, but it is not the case. The leaders are very clever. No, the bosses are very clever. Everything reaches them. They are very good observers. So they do observe you, they do know you well. They may not tell you all the time, but your work, your caliber, your way of interacting with people, and your way of working as a team is always recognized. Right? So keep doing the good work and keep working on these skills. These skills really matter. And as sir said just now, that it also helps in your appraisals, in your promotions as well. Thank you so much for giving your input. Yeah. Then we need, okay, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kahan bhag gaye hum? Just a minute. Sorry. Yeah. And apart from, we just discussed about interpersonal skills, and the next category is the teamwork. Right? So in teamwork, again, some of the skills will overlap, which we just discussed. We talked about listening, we talked about respecting, then also questioning is very important. When you work as a team, always be curious. Never think that this question is very trivial and I will look like a fool if I will ask this question. Please ask. The littlest question, the tiniest question that comes to your mind, and you think that it is worthless, please don't think that any question that comes to your mind is worthless. Ask. You never know that by asking that question of yours, a big problem gets solved, right? So always be curious, always always think deep. Don't always go by surface that, okay, 10 members of the team are saying this, so I will just follow them only. No, always think, work in a team, but treat yourself as an individual, a complete individual who is capable of all these things that I've listed here, all the skills that I have listed here, right? You're capable of doing all this, and keep questioning yourself, keep questioning your team members, so that we are able to solve each and every little aspect of the issue that we are presented with, right? Persuading, again, as I said, that every individual is different. Some people are very difficult to deal with, some people are very very comfortable to deal with. But what about those are difficult to deal with? So you have to persuade them. There are different ways of persuasion, right? So you can always, like, some people like if you talk to them with respect, some people will listen to you if you are giving them some quick responsibilities each and every time, and you make them feel special. Some people will like you to appreciate them for the little things that they are doing. So please understand that, shows that how well you understand your team members and how well you are able to persuade each one of them to work towards a common goal. So we need to understand, we need to observe the behavior patterns a lot. So you see, a lot of things, ये सिर्फ हम जो skills discuss कर रहे हैं, this is just the I would say technical part of it. But behind persuading, कितनी चीजें आपको करनी पड़ेंगी. You have to be a good observer, you have to understand the behavioral pattern of the person, you have to be very well complacent with the personality of that person, attitude of that person. So you see, we are working at such depth. So never think yourself as just a normal being. We all are special because we all work in our own special ways, right? Then respecting, very important, we have already discussed it. Helping, we need to cooperate. When we work as a team, we collaborate and we cooperate. So wherever our team members get stuck, please feel free and feel encouraged, feel enthusiastic to feel concerned to help them, right? Because then again, when you work as a team, you're not an individual. Your whole team represents one block. So if that block is dwindling and that block is not strong, it is not going to construct a big building, right? So it will not going to construct a strong foundation. So if you have to make that foundation strong, then you have to help each other by enhancing, by building, by pulling them together, right? That is where the helping comes in. Share your point of views. Share your suggestions. Share what you know better than the other. Again, I am good at something, Dharamji is good at something else, Rahulji is good at something else, Nalini is good at something else. So when four of us will combine and work as a team, all these four aspects of ours will come together. And maybe we are able to solve four different types of problems at one time, right? So this is the strength of working as a team. Then participating always, as I guess one of you said, Nalini said, I guess, that participation is very important. When you work as a team, don't think that you can be excluded or you can exclude yourself. You cannot. The more actively you participate, the more recognized you are and the more trusted you are by your team members, because they now know that we have a very active participant and we can approach him or her. We have a good rapport with her or him, and then we can also talk to that person with a lot of confidence and we can share with that person towards whatever our goal is, and we can work together. So all these skills also we need to take care of when we are working together as a team. And this also helps us when we function according to these skills. These skills help us build a very strong rapport with our team members. So the feeling that I don't get along with the team members well, it gets erased gradually. Okay. So first thing is, before, we should not think this. Always carry a positive mindset. Always carry a mindset of adaptability, because wherever you go, you will find new people. Wherever we work, we find new people. We have to adapt first to that environment, and then people start adapting to us, right? So always, first thing is work on yourself. Work on what you are going to do. Then we can always expect in return something from the people. Otherwise, no. Okay. Now, moving on. Now, yes, again, please put your thinking hats on. And this is scenario 3, where you are asked to lead a small project, whereas you have joined a company just a few months back. So you are a new joinee, but you are asked to lead a small project. So which skills would you require in this scenario?
So here mostly one should acquire the managerial skills. Managerial in the sense, you should know the SWOT of your team, strength, weaknesses,
Yes.
opportunities and threats. That is the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
And understand the boundary of your work.
Mm-hmm.
That means what are the deliverables?
Mm.
Because by knowing the SWOT, you can put a member in that particular position. So that will make your work easy.
Mm.
Identification of team members, which type of which line of work is going to be best. So that is the
Yes.
first level of making the team arrangement, I can say.
Right.
And further, it is again carrying on with the communication, frequent interaction, and you must be able to be part of their problem, not
Mm.
only authoritative every time asking whether deliverable has been done or not. You
Mm.
go to other side of the member and be part of his problem also. I think that is also very important to build a team.
Yes, yes, very rightly said. Very rightly said. Anybody want to add on something? Yeah, so what Dharanji said, I'll just quickly brief that what I understand what he said is that the person need to have leadership qualities, right? Then a person should be able to interact well with the members of the team, right? To whatever project he or she is working on, and should also be able to do SWOT analysis, right? So To do SWOT analysis, of course, we need to know the people well. Now, for knowing people well, we need good time. So if we are a new joinee, that what kind of skills we need to work on, as I say, like we extract some of the skills to be taken care of for this particular scenario, right? So what are those skills? Here we talk about leadership skills. So as I said, so which is one skill which we are covering in each and every scenario? Tell me, which is one skill which we are covering in each and every scenario? Please answer. One skill which is overlapping. So we discussed 3 scenarios, right? And before that, I also gave you 2 tasks to do. In fact, 3 tasks to do. So tell me which is that one skill which is overlapping in all the given scenarios.
Listening and observing.
Okay, anybody?
Listening and observing.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes. So listening and observing, yes, listening comes under communication. So communication is one aspect. That is why at BrainQ, we have developed these 9 to 10 modules, but we have kept communication as the umbrella term for training, because all these skills that we are discussing exclusively, like this session is only about soft skills. So we can see that communication is a part of each and every soft skill that we are talking about, right? So this particular skill is the leadership skill. So when you are asked to lead a team, obviously you need to have good leadership qualities. So what do you need? Which skills you should hone to develop those leadership qualities in you? First is, again, be a good communicator. So we have already discussed this in detail in the previous section, so I'm not going into the detail in it. Delegation. How well you are able to delegate the work to people. So as Dharamji just mentioned about SWOT analysis, so the person has to first do a little homework on his or her team members, that which member is good at what is the weakness of the particular person, what are the strengths of a particular person, and which kind of work can be delegated to each person in the team, right? Like, for example, just a very simple example. So there is a team of people who has to maybe give a presentation at a state level, right? Let's take on sustainability, right? So there is a person who is very good at making presentations. There is a person who is very good at speaking. There is a person who is very good at designing, right? So there are 3 members with me. One is a very good designer, one is a very good speaker, one is a very good very good at digital aspect of making presentations and all, right? By using all the smart art and everything in the slides. Now I, as a leader, should know key person A is good at this, person B is good at this, and person C is good at this. Accordingly, I should delegate the tasks to those people, right? So this is one of the very important aspect when you work as a leader, no matter at what level you are working as a leader, right? Adaptability, very important. Now I am the leader, and there are 3 people whom, again, I may have so many notions built in my mind that this person is not very good, this person is excellent, this person is so, that I may think. But as a leader, I have to adapt to their strengths first. I need to look out for the positive aspects of each and every member of my team. I have to adapt to what they are good at, and then I need to fix what they are not good at. So always start with the positive thing first, because again, every individual is special, right? So adaptability. And if in case your team is facing an issue, which we will, right, which is unavoidable, every team has to undergo highs and lows. So if you are going, if you're going low, if your graph is going low, then what you should do? So adapt to some resources. We have to adapt to certain situations where we can work out some solution to it. So we have to be resourceful also at the same time. A leader has to be resourceful also at the same time. Integrity. a leader has to be, a leader has to have this quality, the skill of integrity. No matter you are working in front of, your team members, or you're working alone, but are you working? That is important, right? So you should be working and you should be doing the right thing, even nobody is watching you, even if nobody is watching you. So that is integrity. You should be honest. You should have that integrity, that skill of integrity in you, right? So we should do the right thing always. As a leader, we should try to do the right thing always. I'm not saying that we can be perfect all the time, but we should be able to analyze the scenario in from all the different directions, and we should be able to do the right thing, right? Conflict resolution, again, which is an unavoidable thing to happen. So when we work with diverse people, their conflicts have to happen, right? And when the conflicts happen, how are we able to resolve those conflicts? So again, very important thing is understand the strengths of people, appreciate them, encourage them, make them feel valued. And I bet that nobody in this whole world, no human in this world is somebody who would not like to be appreciated, who would not like to be recognized or taken care of, right? So conflicts arise usually when the leaders, they just keep giving importance to one set of people and another set of people are just doomed, they are not even taken care of. So when you work as a leader, you have to keep all the team members at the same level, at the same platform. But I'm not saying that all of them are skilled at the same level. They may not be, but you have to bring them at same level. And how will you bring them at same level when you're able to avoid these confusions and conflicts in them? How you are able to avoid these conflicts in them? When you are able to appreciate them, when you are able to guide them in a particular direction where they can actually utilize their strengths and gain confidence and achieve their milestones, right? So this is how we can resolve the conflicts, by making people important, by making them feel being important, right? Technological capability, very important in this world of digital, in this digital world, I would say, where AI is going to dominate and is dominating in many aspects. If a leader is technologically handicapped, then of course it is going to affect your performance at the leadership role. So you have to be very well sound with the technological aspects. So if you are somebody who is not very well versed with technology, you should learn, you should take some courses, you should keep learning and keep adapting to the new changes in technology which are coming up day to day in our day-to-day lives, right? So I guess everybody's again with me through till here. Anything anybody want to ask? Any question? Any scenario you want to discuss? You're most welcome. Yes. Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
All right. Another important aspect, what we can do, what a leader should do, he should be a good problem solver. So to solve a problem, we should be asking all these questions. Where, who, why, what, how, when, whom, which, right? So all these questions come to our mind when we have to solve a problem, and it is very important for a leader to undergo this process of asking questions. So this is the scientific method of solving any problem. Yeah. So identify, define, explore, take action, and then look back. Identify what? What are we identifying here? Can anybody tell me?
Identify any problem.
Yes, we need to identify a problem first, that where are we stuck? Then define. What do you mean by define? What do we
So
mean by
as you said in the previous slide, problem definition should be in the mode of 5W and 1H. That is a typical writing a problem statement.
Yes, 5 whys. Yes, 5 whys. Very nice, very nice. So yes, so define is that we look at the problem from all the different aspects by asking questions, by using different question stems. That where is the problem? How did it arise? Why did it arise? What can be done to solve it, right? And then after that, when we know the details, when we have identified and when we have defined the problem properly, then we talk about exploring the solutions to it, or we start planning a solution to it, right? After planning, so maybe we have like working as a team, you all have given me 3 to 5 solutions and I have also devised one solution. Now what we will do, we will take action. Action means we will try solution 1, try solution 2, try solution 3, and so on, right? And whichever solution works better, we will apply that. But still, if we feel that problem is still not solved, then we have to look back and modify our approach towards problem solving. So we may have to think critically, we have to think creatively, we have to put in a lot of imagination, we have to brainstorm a lot whenever we are encountered with problems, which are again bound to arise. So why do problems actually exist in this world? So I believe that problem exists to be solved. That is why every problem has a solution. It's only that we need to think in the right direction to solve that problem. Yeah. So this is again a very important quality, very important skill that leaders should possess when you are in a leading role. All right. So we are coming now to the soft skills. So till now, whatever we have discussed so far, that is the communication skill, the teamwork, leadership, problem solving, and interpersonal skills, all these skills fall under the umbrella of soft skills, right? So this is all about what are soft skills, why are they important. We discussed different scenarios in which you can apply all these different skills and which skill should dominate which one in a given scenario. So please let me know if you want to ask any questions till now. And if you don't have, I quickly have a little task for all of you. For this, I want you to have a paper, and that paper should be cut in a circle. So I can give you, what is the time right now? So it's 7:09. Yeah, we are good. We are good on time, Rahul, right? We have how many minutes? 90
Yeah,
minutes.
we have 30, 40 minutes.
Okay. So everybody, please cut a paper in a circular shape if you have. I'm doing that right now. So I'll unshare my screen and then I will show you what we are going to do on that. So we are going to make a skill umbrella, right? We are going to make a skill umbrella. And what is the significance of that skill umbrella is it's just SWOT analysis of our own self. Okay. All right. So what you have to take is you have to take a square piece of paper. You have to cut it into a circle and fold it as demonstrated. So I will unshare my screen, Rahul, and I'll come on camera.
Yeah, fine, Preet.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, this is the circle. I guess everybody's able to see or not. Should I?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so then you have to make fold one. Wait. You have to make fold one like this, fold it into a semicircle, right? Then again, fold it into a cone like this. Yeah. Then again, give it another fold like this and crease it properly. Okay. Now you open it. So we get 8 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. Yeah. So on the inner side of the umbrella, that is, this is the inner side. Yeah. So you will write down 8 skills that you are very good at, or you know that you specialize in, and you're very comfortable using them in all the different situations that you encounter, right? And on the outer side of the umbrella, you will write 8 skills which you need to work on. And this umbrella you will paste, or you will put or place wherever you want. You can add a stick also to it. That is again as per your creativity, how you're doing it. And then, so that you always have this thing in front of you wherein you need to work on, and you know that which skills I need to hone yet and which skill I need to work on more. And with the skills that you're good at, please give a pat on your back for being good at these skills that you will write on the inner side of the umbrella, and be determined and focused to work on these skills which you will list on the outer side of the umbrella, right? So I want to see your umbrellas, please. You will be showing it to me on camera. I'm waiting. You have 4 minutes to do it. Just excuse me, I just have to attend a call. By the time, please do it. Oh, I was on mute. So I was saying that please post in the chat the picture of the umbrella or just show me on screen. I was on mute. I didn't realize that. So I was thanking Sandeep for putting this in the chat that the session is going informative. Thank you so much. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, now Preet, yes.
So I'm waiting. 2 more minutes. Is anybody ready? Is anybody ready? Please say yes or no.
Now, Preet, I'm traveling. I have not written on the paper. Just I can tell you, maybe areas of strength and what is to be improved.
Right.
So I am good at communication, interpersonal, team working, and problem solving, and the areas that needs improvement: public speaking, presentation, and mentoring skills.
Okay, great.
These are all predominant. Maybe I can do the macro deep dive, but on a superficial level, these are all areas.
All right. Great, great. Thank you so much for identifying and sharing. Anybody else ready? And thank you, Dharamji, for taking out this time to attend, even if, in spite of you being traveling.
In fact, I'm associated with the engineering college. I'm a soft skill trainer, and I give pan India webinars also on communication, presentation,
Okay.
and problem solving.
All right.
So I'm almost 28 years with industry, manufacturing, IT, now into education.
Wow. I'm also into education. Please let me know if you ever need my assistance anywhere.
Yeah,
We can collaborate. Yeah,
sure,
it's
sure,
really
definitely.
nice connecting with you. Yeah, thank you so much
Yeah.
for making the session also lively. You were quite active. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. No.
Yeah. Where are you
And also
based?
I like Rahul anchoring.
Yeah, Rahul is fun. Yes, he's
More
always,
with all energy.
he's always energetic, always. That is one very positive thing about him. And so we are together. That's why.
All thanks to Toastmasters and all thanks to my 15 personal mentors. Everybody is expert in that field. So if you're interacting with the best, you become one of the best. If you interact with diamonds and eagles, then you become one of them. So
Yeah.
just trying to interact. तो अभी उसका फायदा हो रहा है तो अच्छी बात है.
Yes. Very right. Okay, so anybody else is ready to reply to my question, or I will just hand over the podium to Rahul so that he can carry you forward with all what we have in a treasure of BrainQ for everybody, what we are coming up with in 2024. So I would, even if you haven't made an umbrella, please, I would request each one of you, don't ever think that we have reached the epitome of whatever we are doing. We are all learners. If you will be a learner throughout, you will keep excelling and you will always be very much curious that what is out there that I need to learn more. So you will keep exploring. So exploring yourself is very important if you really need to grow in your space or in any other space. Yeah. So keep working on yourself. I wish you all the best and thank you so very much again for joining this session and making this session quite useful for us too. So I hand over the podium to Rahul now. He will take you through what BrainQ have for all of us.
Yeah, thank you, Navpreet, and thank you everybody for being a wonderful audience. I've put mine and Navpreet's contact details in the chat, so in case you complete the umbrella later, you can send it to us and we will share our feedback. Without further ado, I'll move on to the further part of the session. Let me share my screen. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, it
I
is
will.
visible, Rahul.
Okay, I think it is not in slideshow mode, so let
Yes,
me
it is visible.
go to slideshow mode. Okay. Okay, so still loading. Okay, yeah, it's on the screen. So I'll take short time to cover product and services of BrainQ and also give you what's coming up in BrainQ. So as you are aware, BrainQ is a digital training and coaching platform, and we are into soft skill training, communication training, neuro-linguistic programming, image consulting, and under the soft skill training umbrella, Navpreet already covered various aspects. So if you'd like to schedule a 30-minute free introduction or discovery call, you can get in touch with me. My number is in the chat. And if you, after that, if you feel like you need to continue our journey on a paid life coaching, then we can go ahead with it as well. So for every 60 minutes, it is 1,000, and for every 90 minutes, it's 1,500. We are also doing, we have also started NLP workshop based course last week from 17th of December. We had the part 2, which started on 19th. So if you'd like to be part of that, get in touch with me or Navpreet and we'll help you with that. It is being taken by my friend Dr. Anu, who is a master trainer and a super coach, and she's uh, personally trained and mentored by Dr. YSR. And whatever handouts and material we'll be providing in NLP is personally curated by Dr. YSR. If you would like more information on personal grooming or next level of personal grooming image consulting, then we can do a webinar overview, or I can even share a book I have written, ebook on image consulting and NLP. And this point number 6 is exactly what we are in right now, the 10 series communication workshop. So that you are already aware of. I'll be updating you once we have information on the future sessions. Next session is typically going to be on 7th of January. I will have the details soon. It is going to be on interpersonal skills. If you are seeking any help with your switch of job or switching within an organization as well, we can help you with that. Or if you want us to do a free resume and LinkedIn review, I can help you with that. If you want to create a professional or premium resume, then it is Naukri.com charges 6,000 each, but we just charge 1,000 each, and you're going to get like same or better quality. I can vouch my personal commitment on that. And other than that, if you are looking for any kind of mock interview, whether it is technical or non-technical, that also we can help you with. And so that is a high level of it. If anything outside this, then we can do a custom course as well. If you are looking for any certifications, we do have tie-up with Learnovative, Simply Learn, and Knowledge Hut. So this is the high level on BrainQ. This is uh, the certifications. So if you fill the feedback form, which I'll share the link, you will get this kind of certificate of attendee or participation. And you will also I'll put my website in the chat so that you can visit the website. Just give me a second. So the website is, okay, so everyone. So our website is brainq.graphy.com, and if you want to see more details on our founding members, you can visit brainq.graphy.com/about us, and then that is that. I will move back to where I was. And so we are GST registered, MSME registered, and ISO 9000 certified. So if you do any kind of workshop based, webinar based, or any kind of course through us, whatever certificate you are be getting, it is globally valid. And this is topmate.io. If you want to book a paid live coaching session, then you can do the same. topmate.io/BrainQ. I'll give you in the chat. Okay, just a minute. Topmate.io/BrainQ. Topmate.io/BrainQ. Any issues, you can directly WhatsApp me. I have put my number in the chat. And next, moving on. Further, these were some of the past events. We had image consulting mastery. We had the emotional intelligence. We had a soft skill overview where we covered verbal and non-verbal communication. Part 1 was in November and part 2 was in December. And this is the current session where we are in, and I'll update it with the future event which I talked about of 7th of January. And now what you can do after this webinar. So basically, for learning anything, there are two ways. Either you do it yourself, DIY, or other is learn from the expert. So you are all, everybody here at least has 6 months or multiple years of experience, and you already know that learning yourself doesn't work, because like there is the management funda, the 6 P's: proper planning prevents poor performance, and there is also the 6 C's. You need to, in order to master anything, you need courage, confidence, and clarity. So you may have all these, but you don't have the expert. So me and Navpreet have good amount of experience. I personally have 14 years in corporate training via Toastmasters International, and I am a certified competent leader and communicator, and I am also a certified speaker partner by Dr. Gopika Kumar, who is my personal coach and mentor, and she has 20 years of experience in communication. So there are the few advantages of learning through us. One is you will be learning from the expert. As you saw in the presentation, Navpreet was able to get into the nitty gritty and explain everything in a nutshell. Likewise with me as well. So we are practitioners. If you work with us, you're going to get point number 1, working with the expert. Point number 2 is mentoring. Point number 3 is hand holding. Then global certified, that I already mentioned. Then the material will be personally curated by us. That is going to be an advantage. And you are getting buy one get two free. If you are buying through us, you are getting free communication coaches and trainers, Navpreet and Nalini as well, who will be curating the material. So not only me, but 3 experts. And you will also getting an introduction or discovery call from somebody with 18 years in IT and 14 years. If you want a discovery call with Navpreet, I can arrange that as well. So you are getting something, whatever in the market is of 10,000, you're getting for a best budget pocket expense. So that is what is there. Now we can go on to Q&A. If anybody forgot to give their introduction, they can give it, or we can directly jump on to Q&A. So yeah, I will hand over back to Navpreet for the Q&A. Thank you, Navpreet.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for giving us all the information that BrainQ is providing in terms of courses and webinars and materials. So I would strongly recommend people, those who are looking for growth. So see, it's very important that we look into each and every aspect when we talk of certifications. Like if I give my example, so like being in this field, so I have done my certificates from ILA. Now, if I have to do another certification, first I need to understand that whatever I have learned from there, am I able to apply that or not? Right? Am I able to implement that effectively or not? So it's been 7-8 months now that I completed my certification from them. And in these 5-8 months, I have tried to implement what I have learned. And I have also taken up some other mentoring sessions and training sessions wherein I was a student, and my mentors taught me, or my trainers taught me and told me different nitty-gritties of how I can evolve actually in this field, right? So this goes with everybody. Whichever position you are in, we think, as I already said, we think that this is the end, this is the level, but this is not true. Okay, so just keep learning, and for all the services that Rahul has just mentioned, we are just a call away. Get in touch with us, share this platform, the information about this platform in your friends and circles, so that we can connect with more and more people, and we can actually influence their lives for the better, right? So thank you so much again for attending. I just have this to say: if anybody want to ask anything, you can, or please fill the form, because feedback is very important for us. As we all are in the field and we all are learners, I am a trainer today, I can be a student tomorrow in anybody, in any one of your trainings, right? So feedback is very important, because that will give me and Rahul and our other team members a clarity that what we need to work on and what went well. So thank you so much for this. Please start filling the feedback form. Once you are done with the feedback form, just give a thumbs up or say that we are done, then we can close the meeting. Thank
And
you.
so meanwhile, we can have any Q&A if anybody
Yeah,
has.
I asked, but then again, if anybody's having any question, please ask.
अरे शर्मा प्रोडक्शन कपिल शर्मा का है इधर क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए धर्मा प्रोडक्शन आई नो इट इज ओन्ड बाय दिस करण जोहर बट उससे पहले महाभारत पे भीष्म पितामह ने चालू किया है धर्मा प्रोडक्शन तो
Actually,
दिस इज द टाइम टू आस्क द क्वेश्चंस टू द एक्सपर्ट नहीं तो मेरी क्रिसमस तो
I
हो
have a
जाएगा
question.
लेकिन न्यू ईयर में सवाल
Okay,
आएंगे
Sandeep ji is having a question. Yes, Sandeep ji.
But before the question, I would like to give the feedback. The overall session was very professional, organized, and very structurized.
Mhm.
Things were quite good about the soft skills and difference between the hard skills. I came to know it was very good actually. So I just wanted to know, like, you were in teaching profession in the sense.
Presently, Sandeep ji, I am working as a content developer with the university in Faridabad, Delhi,
Okay.
right? So I am also a teacher trainer and an observer. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I am very passionate about training and coaching. So that is what led me to do my certifications from ILA. And yeah, I want to put these skills of mine into real world scenarios. So me and Rahul, we were in the same batch in ILA, and later on we collaborated, and we are here in front of all of you working together on different topics. So yes, presently I'm not into active teaching, but I have been an educator for almost 15 years. And I am from a science background. I am masters in chemistry, so I have taught children science, chemistry, and I have also developed curriculum for STEM classes. I guess all of you know that is STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics for primary grades, and I'm still doing that. I still develop curriculum for these primary grades, and then I also conduct teacher trainings.
Okay.
And also I'm working on content development, that is for the science books. We develop science books, we write science books. So I have my team, my mentor, my head, under whom we work. So we are 4 to 5 people. Yeah.
That was very nice. Your deep, vast, insight and experience related to teaching and.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sandeep. This is really a big encouragement for me, and I really appreciate if you felt that. And I hope whatever we covered in the session will plug some or the other points in your everyone's journey here,
Yeah,
whoever.
definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
And
so
also, I'd like to thank Rahul for this session. Rahul bhai, thank you very much.
अरे नो प्रॉब्लम आपको भी सेशन देना है कब दे रहे हो बताइए मैं और नवप्रीत अटेंड करेंगे
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, sure. I'll prepare the slides first and then.
या नो प्रॉब्लम there is
But
no hurry you can give it in the old year or the new year whenever you want there is no problem
I'm not so experienced as you guys. I'll give my best. I'll try my best.
No problem, no problem.
We
You
will join.
can
We will join.
let
Yeah.
us know. We can help you with the dry run or wet run or whatever
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
required.
Yes, yes. That can be done. Yes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much
Yes.
for
So
attending and for
yeah,
organizing.
thank you, Sandeep. We are glad you could join. And so who else? Zubair Bhai or anybody else has questions? Zubair Bhai नहीं है क्या कॉल पे?
I don't know. I would like to have a feedback from him. Zubair, especially.
Dharam or Sachi, any questions?
Yeah, they're not here.
Yeah, I think Zubair Bhai got dropped or whatever it is, but
But do
Dharam,
ask him.
Sachi, any questions?
Rahul, do ask him how was the presentation, okay? Because we had
Yeah, I'm sharing the feedback form with Zubair Bhai and Sandeep.
Okay.
Maybe they got dropped, but Sachi, Dharam, any questions?
Yeah, Rahul and Navpreet, and I think it's a good inputs. And my general suggestion out of my experience to all the participants, one way is getting know the things, another way is practicing. That is whichever profession they are, they should practice. That means every day they should not feel shy and nervous and start doing it. That is the ultimate result of any successful public speaker or a communicator or whatever. I think you are doing a good job, and now breathing also your moderation is good. Thank you. Keep it up. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dharam. Thank you, Dharam.
You
So,
both were
Sachi, any
awesome.
questions or any feedback?
Feedback is very good. You both were very good, doing good job.
Feedback I have
Manpreet
given.
and you both.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. So, fine, Navpreet. I think if we are good to close.
Yeah.
So, Merry Christmas once again, and
Merry
see you
Christmas
on
to
7th
everyone.
January, if not
Enjoy.
earlier.
Yes. Chalo,
Yeah,
we'll
bye.
meet
Bye.
you
Thank
all
you.
again in the new year now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Okay. Yeah, bye. Session. See you.